Tomorrow, you guys, we have an amazing opportunity at getting silverware this season. If we beat Man City, we play the winners between Southampton and Leicester City, and if we get there, I feel like we have everything it takes to win this FA Cup. Now, right now, I feel like us and Man City, we have many similarities. Yes, we both are owned by billionaires. Yes, we both qualify for the UCL. But I feel it gets a little bit deeper than that. Right now, both clubs can claim that they have the best young English midfield player right now. And of course, we have managers in Tuchel and Guardiola that share the same philosophy about the game. Now, what does this all tell us? It tells us that tomorrow could be one of the best tactical battles that we've seen for many seasons. City's form has been ridiculously strong this season. Recently, there have been little chips in their armour, picking up a loss against Man United, followed by a 2-1 defeat against a very brave and resilient Leeds United team. I'm guessing we're going to have to find some inspiration from both Leeds United's and Man United's wins of Man City, because the reality is, our recent record against City has not been the greatest. Now, if we look at our recent records, we'll see that Man City have beaten us 3 times, we've drawn once, and of course we've beaten them twice. So I do feel like City have become a bit of our bogey team over the past few seasons. Now, as Pep Guardiola said in his press conference, he feels like we are a club that will be contenders for next season. But what we have to show him tomorrow is that we have what it takes to win the FA Cup this season and show Pep that we are the challengers for right now. So you guys, in today's match preview, I'm going to break down Tuchel's press conference, I'm going to go through the predicted lineups, and I'm going to end things by giving my match predictions. So you guys, stay tuned to the end. I hope you guys enjoy. If you feel like we have it in us to win the FA Cup, to beat Man City, and you guys need to show this in the like button, smash the hell out of it. I'm going to get over 2,000 likes for today's video. So without wasting any more time, now before I continue on, today's video is brought to you by OneFootball. With the OneFootball app, it really is one of the best convenient apps to have on the market right now if you are a football fan, because it is a hub that has all the information and news that you would want. Now, for me, I use this app if I want to get quick information in regards to the fixture list, and of course, just hearing about what the opposition have to say when big games like this do arise. And this what makes the OneFootball app just so handy, is because it's so damn quick, it's so convenient, and I really stress this. I've been using the app before I even was working with them, that if you haven't got it yet, this is the best opportunity to try it out, see how you like it, and I guarantee this will become a regular part of how you interact online. So on that note, you guys, we now move on to the press conference review. Now, straight off the bat, we got news that both Christensen and Cover won't be fit for the game tomorrow, which was more than understandable. So to move on, Tuchel was asked about Guardiola, and I felt like Tuchel's answer was very humble, and it showed a lot of appreciation. As Tuchel said, when Pep was managing that famous, ridiculous Barcelona team back in the day, he was constantly studying them, constantly watching their games, constantly looking to learn things from Pep and, how he played the system. He appreciated how they played an attacking style of possession football, at the same time how they worked incredibly hard off the ball too. And, football like this was what really inspired Tuchel to become the manager that he did. Now, that humbleness did continue on when Tuchel was asked about his recent record against Pep. Now, in the past 5 games, Tuchel has lost 4 and only drawn 1, so tomorrow would be a very impactful win, if we do win of course, because this could be the first time that Tuchel picks up a win against Guardiola, so I'm very pumped. I'm very excited. And to move on, you guys, Tuchel was asked about how he sees the game going tomorrow, with Tuchel saying that this will be a very intense game. Now, I found it interesting because Tuchel said that, this won't necessarily be like a chess-like game, but maybe in other games across Europe, maybe the dynamics of the game are a lot more strategic, a lot more, cautious and planned in that sense. So it's interesting to hear Tuchel saying that, no, it's going to be an intense game because both teams like to press from the front and win the ball high up. So I like that. We are going to stick to our style. We're not going to sit and play on the counter-attack. We're going to look to play our football. And, I feel like this is going to be an amazing test against Man City. But I feel like the team definitely has shown over the, past few months under Tuchel that they have all it takes when it comes to getting a win tomorrow. Now, to end with the final 2 questions, Tuchel then turned his attention towards Christian Pulisic, with Tuchel saying that Pulisic has been very good in the past few games, and Tuchel said that Pulisic has to, trust his body more. I think that's definitely one thing that we need to see from Christian. Unfortunately, he does pick up quite a lot of injuries, and these injuries don't tend to be from getting tackled or getting fouled or nothing like that. They tend to be just self-developed by himself. So let's hope that for the talent he has, as Tuchel mentioned, his ability to run in behind, get inside the box, and of course take the ball past his man. He's got some top class potential in him, and let's hope that his body doesn't just act as a disservice towards him. Now, to end things with a final point from the press conference, Tuchel was asked about his use of our front three in the past few games. For one of the rarest times ever, we've seen Tuchel use a consistent front three in consecutive games, and as Tuchel said, very, very abrasively, for the players who aren't in the team right now, it's up to them to make it happen. It's up to them to put their egos to the side. It's up to them to work hard and get their place back in the team. It's the only fair way, that's the only way things are at clubs like this, and what I can say is fair enough. So we now move on to the predictor lineup part for today's video. Now for this segment, I'm going to go through 2 predictor lineups, and to start with the first one, as you guys can see on the screen beside me. Typical one, Havertz, Pulisic and Mason Mount making them front three. In midfield, Jorginho, who's found just new form and levels recently alongside N'Golo Kante. Wingbacks, Reece James and Ben. In defence, Rudiger, Silva, Azpilicueta with Kepa in goal. Now, to be honest, I felt like putting Mendy in goal for this. Ideally, I prefer to see Mendy starting in the game tomorrow, and it'll be interesting to see whether Tuchel may feel the same, as Kepa has been his consistent cup keeper since the competition started. So, that'll be an area in which we can wait and see what happens in. Moving on though, of course, in the wing-back position, Reece James has to play. The game against Man City, they're a team that likes to create the overloads down the flanks too, and we do need that strong defensive resilience, and I think with Reece James you get the perfect balance between attack and defense. I think one thing about his game recently has been just how good he is defensively. I think at times he doesn't get enough credit, and one thing I constantly keep reminding myself is that he is only 20 years old. To play this level of football, this accomplished football at this age is absolutely unreal, and he's going to be really key for us in the game tomorrow. Of course, midfield, Cover and George, I thought they were excellent in the last game. They've been excellent in the past 2 games, and it's nice to see Jorginho doing things that he doesn't typically show or do as much. We can't forget when we played Man City under Frank Lampard last season, and both him and Cover absolutely passed Man City out of the park. Just how useful Jorginho is in games like this. So let's hope he has a big game and pulls off a Mazza for tomorrow. And of course, up front, I do agree with the consistency that we need to see in the attacking positions. With Pulisic, at least, I feel like if the game potentially is in the transition, if we do get moments where we can create counters, his ability to consistently get past his man more. His excellent movement inside the box too. I feel like that could provide a better threat compared to Werner playing in that position. And up front, of course, I want to see more from Kai Havertz. I think Kai is a great player, but sometimes I have these worrying thoughts that, okay, where is his best set position? I know up front as a false 9 seems to suit him really well, but it has been a little bit hot and cold at times. So tomorrow I need to see a hot performance from Kai. I need to see him step up and really be an outlet for the team. And there you have it, you guys. That is the first predicted lineup out of the way. And for the second predicted lineup, this is just like a guesstimation in that sense. Slight changes in this one. In the team, I've gone for Timo Werner instead of Pulisic. Of course, in goal, I actually went for Mendy just in case maybe Tuchel's thinking it's too big an occasion to risk Kepa in games like this. In defence, of course, I've gone for a tried and experienced back line, and my thinking behind this team is that maybe the plan could be a surprise. It could be more counter-attacking, and we know with Timo Werner, when there's space in the final third for him to run into, utilise his acceleration and his pace, that's when you really see what he's about. And, in a game like that, I think he could be quite useful. Let's not forget that in the first game against him this season under Lampard, I thought that Werner looked quite threatening on the counter-attack. So I do feel like if the game was, involving us sitting a bit deeper, dropping our lines back closer to our goal to free up more space on the counter, then, you know, Werner could be a very interesting option to use in the team. So, yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. I was thinking, could we see like a surprise, like maybe a three-man midfield? To be honest, I was hoping throughout this season, yeah, that we'd see maybe more opportunities for a 4-3-3 on the Tuchel. Let's hope that next season that comes back with a big bang. But yeah, I think right now it's about maintaining that consistency, that form, and let's hope the guys tomorrow, irrespective of whatever lineup is used or picked, perform and produce the goods. So there you guys. I'm now going to end things with my match prediction for the game tomorrow, and of course in games in Wembley, cup games like this, knockout games like this, I can't be going against my team. If you guys really think I was going to say 2-1 to Man City or 1-1, come on now. Like, for me, I'm going for a 2-1 win. I feel like this could be quite a close game. And it's going to come down to the players taking responsibility in those decisive and those key moments. I think maybe that's the one thing I haven't seen consistently from this team, is our ability to just, you know, take control of the game in moments like that where we bury our chances, take our opportunities, and, you know, force that pressure on the opposition. So tomorrow, you guys, let's hope that the team comes in big. And on that note, I'm in EFC. This is Blue Lines TV. Come on, Chelsea. Come on. We got this. We can get our first silverware. I'm feeling optimistic, I can't lie, you guys. And I guess tomorrow I find out whether that optimism came true or not. Peace.